with the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And his pass incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll run here. It's Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Spinning away. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On third down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Prescott yet again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Linval Joseph able to collapse the pocket and drop it for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage is excellent downfield.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Minnesota's football here in just a second. And you think about the season that the Vikings have had. Maybe not the kind of year that folks had envisioned for the Vikings. You thought maybe this could be an 11, 12, maybe even a 13-win season if all fell in place. But that has not been the case.
That is so true because we thought with the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, that would take care of everything on offense. The defense, one of the best in the league in 2017. No reason to think that that wouldn't continue, and they've still been one of the top units out there. But if they make the playoffs, and they play as they did against Miami in Week 15, especially on offense when they ran the ball for 198 yards, look out, because then the Vikings could be dangerous. Can you imagine if they went to Dallas and took them on the road? Imagine that physical clash. And if they emerged out of that one, who knows?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On the carry, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. Again, he finds an opening. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. A 23-yard run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-fly.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 37 yards, and the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Vikings making their way out, and let's take this time to talk about the Vikings Club Championship of Madden. It was held in mid-December, and your winner, I.B. Straffen, or is it I.B. Strafen? You've got the pronunciation guy.
I.B. Strafen.
Strafen. My bad, Mr. Strafen. Whichever you prefer, but defeating newcomer Jay Wolfman, he'll represent the Vikings in the league-wide club championship event in early February that has a $700,000 prize pool.
I just want you to know I heard from I.B. Strafen's people. It is not whichever you prefer. It's I.B. Strafen.
I guess I should probably correct it. It might be Jay Wolfman, not Wolfman, like I said. On second down, Cook slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now again, this is Murray. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Action now, Cousins. Well, the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
There you go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. 2
minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll try to throw now. Prescott steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Jr.
No Jr. By the way, smart move, because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people.
Well, I've seen it happen before. Not pretty, but not in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on second and a couple. They pitch it out to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
As well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Rhino!
Play fake, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
First. Rhino!
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's coming now. Good.
On 1st and 10, Prescott throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Prescott now, letting one fly deep for Cook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A toss to Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And some space here. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On third down, Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Gets past one man, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. There he goes again, and now running right through it. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Swing in the field, right.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Able to slither by. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to Murray on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. David Irving in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ben Gideon in on the stop. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's across for the touchdown.
thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, now Lisa no beamer, I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl